we go to our dry palette, which is here. We are going to see bundle of brushes. Bundle of brushes with a lot of stuff in it, a lot of brushes, other dry brushes, other Vallejo brushes, bigger dry brushes, bigger, thicker brushes, basing brushes, brushes with big models. Just out of the way, not really used. All the vespid are drunk, the ones that aren't. Primed, I have another 6 there. I think it's 7 actually. And we're just going to get some of this dry paint out. I'm going to wick the water off, and then check. Not enough. Better, and hope that this is dry, and if it is, which it feels like it is, there we go. Done. But we're going to say that possibly there may be a little bit dry black still there, because the black was on the brush, which is a little annoying because I don't have too much of way too much silver on that, but it happens. And there we go. Let's check the dryness on this one. Another one done. And we're going to dodge that for a second because that is still wet, and so is that. So let's just put that to the side for a minute. And have a look at what we got here. So again, we're going to go in with some more grass tufts. A nice, because I only really a small dollop of the Procryl white, because it's just such an amazing freaking colour. Like, it's just, you get so much of it out of the thing when you don't want such a big amount accidentally. Anyway, get that back out of the way, and we're back into the small brush, and make sure it's, and here we go. Oh, way too far. Way too far. Come on. Oh, there you are. Shit. Try and pull out all of the excess there accidentally without spreading it around more. Jesus, what am I doing? Tip number 2. We really just want this lens. There we go, right. Now that I'm attempting this again, There we go. Oh God. This is actually where these things come in handy, because you can get the colour out of the way off the section. You're not going outside the lines unintentionally. Other one down. And we'll get into this one because this actually was dry enough that I could actually paint dry brush the silver over it, which is a bit of a bonus. And as I said, the whole point of this is that right now I just want the crisis suits done. I have to get the bloody thing out again. Crisis suit's done. And that way, you know, I can get that done, get these suckers glued together. Here we go with the bowl red. This white should be ready to go. It is. Get that in there. Lovely. And then we'll like so. And then attempt just to mark both of those. And that bar red can just drop out of the way for a time being. We get back over here and we're after a particular blue, which is this one. WARHAMMER contrast, which we crack open. Oh, it doesn't matter which one's which. And this is simple in the plasma. Oh, yeah, the plasma. Technically, these are plasma. What am I technically saying? These are plasma. Into the plasma. And again, I have ooh, get out of the way for a second. We have one completed crisis suit, and we're on target for in a couple of moments for at least a gun of a second one, and we'll check how old Chachi's legs are doing, see if they're dry yet, and he's head and upper body, and we'll be able to do the same thing, get the white in there without making too much of a goddamn mess, because we've already done his gun. Dry, yep, sweet. Right, close. Dry brush is here. We should still have some of this. Should still be. Oh. Should still be accessible, maybe. Nope. Which means we're going to go in and just oh, still way too wet, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Let's just see what happens when we... Oh. Just because you can't see it on your hand, it turns out it doesn't mean it's not there. We definitely have managed to dry brush the head, and the legs look dry now, so let's get in there. Oh, there's a little bit of black paint still on that far leg, so we're going to have to clean that off. And get back into the silver again to just get a bit more on the brush to attempt this. So there's less likelihood of black paint. Done. Alright, so dry brushing is complete. Goodbye. Done with that. Legs are complete, arm is complete, arm is complete. Let's move in with our white. Like so, and then white done. So white's complete. So we can get those two things out of the way. So it's going to be fun because now we've got two. So two that can be glued together. Just waiting on adding the colour for two things. In with the bowl red. Bowl red. Complete. Leaves me just with the WARHAMMER, which we know where this is going. So as long as this is dry enough that it can handle it, we have done. And ladies and gentlemen, there we have it. I'm going to call that one done because that's been a fairly long video. But that is all of the crisis suits will be ready to go. Going to go and glue them, do that off camera. And that'll be it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.